All right, so let's give this one a try. Factoring by grouping in 10-5, no filled in steps. So from the beginning, start off, parentheses around the first two, sneak that in there, and then parentheses around the last two. This one's going to be a little bit harder because it has some minus signs in there. But the main thing you got to think about is your two sets of parentheses, when you're all said and done, have to match before you write your final answer. So I'm looking at the first two pieces. I see TW and I see 10T. They don't have numbers in common, so no numbers. But they do have a T that I can take that's the same. Each one has one, so I can take a T. T. And then I'm going to write what's left. So I see a W left from the front piece. And then I see a 10 left from the back piece, a positive 10. So when I do this and I get the second half of my equation, the thing in the parentheses should say W plus 10. Don't skip straight there. Don't just write it. Make sure you do the math and get it right. So the next thing, here's a tricky part that I got to show you. So when you're looking at this, we drop down the negative sign, right? Drop it down. Okay. See what they have in common. I see a 2. I see a 20. Okay. A 2 and a 20. So I'm looking at those two and I'm going to say they have a 2 in common. Also, they don't have a letter in common. One has a W, one has nothing. So 2 is the biggest thing that I can take. All right, let me show you the trick with minus signs, especially in the back. Most of the time, people will write this. Oops. W minus 10. Okay. So here's the problem. The signs do not match, right? On the tens. One has a plus, one has a minus. They are not the same. So in this case, I want you to think about it. Because our 2 right here in the middle is negative, that's what I'm dividing out. So when I take the 2 here, even though I stick a parentheses in there, it's still negative. Just because I put a little parenthesis there doesn't mean that it makes it positive. I just put that in. It didn't have that to begin with. So that is still a negative 2 that I'm dividing a negative 2 out of. That's why W is a positive 1. It has a 1 in front. Just like the 20. The 20 has a negative, and you're dividing out this negative 2 in the middle. And what that does, a negative divided by a negative, makes a positive 10. And that's how you get it when you have that negative that's in the middle. Okay, so be very careful of that. Now they match. We're all good to go. Let's write them. Ending answer. W plus 10, T minus 2. And we're done.